Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. SHABNAMN, Associate Professor, Department of Environmental JAYOTI, VIDYAPEETH, JAYPUR. So today our topic is the fetus in utero. So basically, in this topic, we will see what is lie, what is presentation, what is presenting part. All this we can study. So first of all, what is lie? So lie is an Lie refers to relationship of long axis of fetus to the long axis of the centralized uterus or maternal spine. Lie means relationship. ये क्या है relationship? Long axis of the fetus. Long axis, है ना? From head to vertex to podally. That is that axis. Relation of that axis with the long axis of the uterus, है ना? Uterus का जो from fundus to the internal organ. To that axis, what is the relation is called as lie. This lie is relationship of long axis of fetus to the long axis of centralized uterus or maternal spine. So, what is presentation? Presentation, the part of the fetus which occupies the lower pole of the uterus. The part of the fetus which is on the lower pole of the uterus, pelvic beam basically, or whatever part is there on the pelvic beam is the presentation. Presenting part is the part that overlies the internal. Presentation is part of the fetus that occupies the lower pole of the uterus, and presenting part is the part of presentation. Whatever for example, if at all over text presentation, this head has been the presenting part presentation, then presenting part is vertex. So the part of presentation that overlies internal os के ऊपर जो part है, that is called as presenting part. So we have seen lie, presentation, presenting part. So a lie is the relationship of long axis of the fetus with that of the long axis of the uterus or maternal spine. Presentation is the part of the uterus that occupies the lower pole of the uterus, and presenting part is the part of the presentation that overlies the internal os. Now we will see what is the lie. Lie कौन सी होती है? So lie is either longitudinal. It might be transverse. It might be oblique. It might be unstable. So longitudinal line, that is commonest one. Transverse, oblique and unstable, comparatively rare. Presentation means that part of the fetus that covers lower part of the uterus, lower pole of the uterus. So it might be cephalic. That is maximum times the presentation is cephalic. Then breech presentation might be there. Shoulder presentation might be there. Presenting part, that is the part of presentation that overlies on the os, internal os, that is presenting part. So generally commonest presentation is cephalic. So for example, presenting part of cephalic is vertex, that is commonest one. It may be brow, it may be face. So attitude, what is attitude? Attitude is the relation of the different parts of the fetus to one another. Means fetus के different parts का एक दूसरे से relation is the attitude of the fetus. So basically it is flexion. Means all parts are generally flexed, and flexion is the attitude. It may vary according to different cases. It may vary, but commonest is flexed. So this is in diagram we can see this is longitudinal line, that is this is the head part that is occupying the lower pole of the uterus, and this vertex part is on the internal os, right? So this is longitudinal line, means from this vertex to this podalic part, buttock part, this relation with this of the uterus, this is the uh, length of the uterus. ना इसके साथ जो relation है, this is longitudinal line. So longitudinal in this, we can see somewhat deviation is there. It is right, somewhat right side. It may be to the left side. Oblique line. In this diagram, you can see oblique line. This is transverse. Oblique means this is making an angle of 45 degree with the internal arc. Whenever it is at the 45 degree almost, then it is oblique, and whenever it is completely means transverse, so that is transverse line. Varieties of cephalic presentation. Now we can see the various varieties of the cephalic presentation. From diagram you will understand better, like what are the, already we had seen the line, longitudinal, oblique, transverse line. Again, now we are seeing varieties of cephalic presentation. Now we are seeing the presentation. So, in different attitude means the various relationship of the various parts of the fetus with one another. So generally, this is normal one, flex one. So basically, this attitude is to occupy within the cavity of the uterus, endometrial cavity. इसके अंदर occupy होने के लिए generally this is flexed. So this one is vertex. You can see this is the vertex. Now this is also vertex, but this is flex, right? You can see there it is flexed. This is deflex. This part is at this point it is not flexed. So this इसका रे सीधा है ना? This is flex one. So this is deflex. Now this is brow presentation. Means these brows, eyebrows are near the internal arc. So this is brow presentation. Face presentation means this face is completely on the lower pole of the uterus. Whenever the brow and the frontal part, that is brow presentation, and on face presentation, whenever the face, this part is on the lower pole of the uterus, then it is face presentation. So what is denominator? So denominator is an arbitrarily bony fixed point on the presenting part which come in relation with the various quadrants of maternal pelvis. This means one part of the presenting part, one fixed bony point is there, and that is continuously coming. The fetus is comparatively, it is not stable throughout the pregnancy. Whenever the head get engaged, then and then only it will get fixed on the os. But before that, it comes in that bony part is coming in contact with the various quadrants of maternal pelvis, and that is called as denominator. The position, what is the position? It is the relation of denominator to the different quadrants of the pelvis. In different situations, this fixed bony point will be in contact with the different bony point of the pelvis. So that is position. At different trimester, different weeks, it might be different. So this is position. In diagram you can understand clearly. So this is occipito-anterior position, right? This is occipito-anterior. Whenever the occiput is on the anterior side, whenever the occiput is on the anterior side, means you consider this now from the abdominal side and back side. Whenever the occiput is on the anterior wall, towards the anterior wall of the uterus or the cervix, for example, whenever it is on the anterior aspect, occiput is on anterior, then occipito-anterior. When occiput is on the posterior side, then it is occipito-posterior. Then left occipito-anterior whenever it is on left side, right occipito-anterior position. Then right occipito-transverse, left occipito-transverse. This is occipito-posterior. So left occipito-posterior, right occipito-posterior. Right? In this diagram, you can understand this position and the frequency. You can see in generally in diagram. So commonest one is this one, left occipital transverse. You can see. So this is about the position. So basically, this is about the various terminologies that are used in obstetrics. So these terminologies are what is like, presentation, presenting part, attitude, again denominator, position, and different positions you had already seen, and it is having clinical importance during labor. Whenever the labor is going on, whenever the patient is in the process of labor, these presentations and lie is at utmost importance during the this time of the labor. So in the next class, we will see the different methods of obstetrical examination. So this is all about these different terminologies used in obstetrics, and these are important as far as concerned labor is concerned. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you are having any queries, please mention in the comment box. I'll try to resolve it. Thank you. Thank you very much.